It's your girl T here, back with another not inspired Sunday video. I know you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day because your tea timers is absolutely what we do. Our affirmation of the day is I lead from love. I lead from love. If we're always looking at the world through a lens of love, it's going to shift our perspective 360 degrees. You're going to see everything completely differently. I wanted to talk to you guys today a little bit about inner conversations. What inner conversations are we having? And sorry about my throat. This happened a day ago. I have no cold symptoms. It's just, I think I've been talking so much that my throat needs a break. And I am manifesting that my throat goes back to its normal self within the next couple of days. But in the meantime, it's a little bit husky, a little bit sexy, whatever. What inner conversations are we having with ourselves and others throughout the day, and then wondering why those conversations are repeated, not according to what we wanted, but according to what we have been envisioning. So if we are going throughout the day saying, my SP loves me, my SP thinks about me, but then when you're picturing them in your mind, you're having conversations with them about how they disrespected you, how they don't show up for you, where are you, why aren't you calling me, how dare you go and get a third party. Don't forget, the only people that are responsible in our reality for the way it shifts is us. What we see in our 4D projects outward. So I'm not blaming you for unconsciously manifesting circumstances, but I'm saying if you're having internal conversations with your SP where you're constantly fighting, or you're revisiting all the negative times that you had with them, that is what is going to re-manifest over and over. It's the game changer when we have inner conversations that haven't happened in the 3D yet. I love waking up with you in the morning. I love looking into your eyes when they're not even beside you throughout the day, picking out little things that you know that they'd love to see with you. Oh my God, babe, look at that girl's skirt. Isn't it so cute? And you hear them say, yeah, it is cute, but not as cute as you. Just these little inner conversations we have throughout the day, pointing it in a positive direction. I've heard from people that they've had such deep inner conversations with their SP that when the SP actually returns in the 3D and shows up as not the version they want, they don't even answer the SP in the 3D. They just continue on with their 4D SP. And then when the SP starts showing up in the 3D the way that they want them to, they start having that 3D conversation because they get so lost in the 4D because it's real to them, because it should be real to all of us because our imagination creates, that they prefer this 4D version over the 3D, and they're so fulfilled in their feeling of the 4D conversations that they don't give any attention to the 3D until it conforms the way that they want. Significant person can be a teacher, a loved one, a family member. It doesn't just have to be an SP. What conversation are we having with our boss throughout the day? I'm guilty of this, where I'll fight with my boss throughout the day and then wonder why I get attitude when I get to work. We have to continually be reminding ourselves that the conversations we have up here are going to push out, especially if we pay a lot of attention to those conversations. We repeat those conversations in our mind, and our emotions are attached to those conversations, because we don't have to be emotionally attached to something for it to manifest, but our emotions are the icing on top of the cake. If we're fueling all of our emotion into something happy, mad, or sad, it's going to perpetuate that 4D circumstance even quicker because we're emotionally fueled. Remember, our subconscious always sees in pictures and feelings. So what we focus on grows. I just want to remind you guys in this quick video that make sure that you are very conscious of the inner conversations you're having throughout the day and the things that you're saying to yourself when you don't normally pay attention. Are you looking at something on a shelf in a store and going, I could never afford that? I hear this one all the time from friends, family members, everybody around me. I'll say, oh, why don't you do this? I can't afford it. Oh, why don't you go here? I can't afford it. That is the number one thing I hear from so many people. I can't afford it. I never say I can't afford it. That's out of my vocabulary a long time ago. I always say, say I'm being financially creative right now, or it's budgeted for a different time, or yeah, it's coming to me. I just have to make sure that my bank account matches in the 3D with what I already have in the 4D, something along those lines. I'll never say I can't afford it, because that is just reiterating to your subconscious that you are broke and you can't afford things, and that won't come out of my mouth. So these are the type of comments that we say throughout the day that we might not be taking stock of or paying attention to. We can affirm till the cows come home, but if our internal beliefs, which come out in those little chunks throughout the day when we're put on the spot, or we say what we're actually feeling as opposed to what we've pre-thought out, if we say these little things throughout the day like, oh, I'm too big for that skirt, oh, I can't afford that, oh, they don't think that I'm attractive, I'm just not as good looking as her, all these little comments that we say throughout the day and these internal conversations we're having, those are the things that will manifest really quickly and easily. So make sure that you are paying attention throughout the day as to what your actual mental diet is doing, what inner conversations you're focused on, what things you're saying to yourself throughout the day. And I bet you if you watch those conversations and those little things for 2 to 3 days, you're going to find a hole in your mental diet. Because yes, it's great to do your 10-minute affirmations 4 times a day, but in between, if you're not consistent with what you're doing in those pockets of affirming, then it's going to be a lot trickier to get what you want quicker than it would be if you would stay on top of your mental diet and do your affirmation pockets. If y'all have questions, you know what to do. I love you, but not as much as y'all should be loving yourselves. Have a beautiful, blessed Sunday. Bye.